how to create PMAX campaigns that can give you from 4 to 10 ROAS. Hi, my name is Yana, and I'm a Ukrainian Google Ads specialist, and I'm also Google's premier partner for 2022. And I get a huge experience in increasing sales for different online stores in countries like the USA, Canada, Australia, Britain, Germany, etc. And today I want to show you the easiest and fastest way how to create PMAX campaigns that can give you from 4 to 10 ROAS. Why is the easiest and fastest way? Because we will use only Merchant Center for this, and we wouldn't create any objects to our PMAX campaigns. Also, second, it's most important thing that during first 3 or 4 weeks, PMAX will use only Google Shopping ads. And after that period, it will add some video ads or display ads, more less effective tools to our PMAX campaigns. So this first month is most effective and resulting learning period for our PMAX campaigns for getting sales for our online store. So what do you need? You need to open 2 resources, your Google Ads account and your Google Merchant Center. In Merchant Center, you need to find this block which is called marketing, and next you need to go to this block which is called ads campaigns. If you're using Google Merchant Center next, beta of Google Merchant Center, you need to just go to this block which is called Add Campaigns. If you have this message, as you see on my screen, you have limited access to your Google Ads account, you need to add your email from Google Merchant Center to your access settings in your Google Ads account. It's a very simple step, but that's why I wouldn't stopping on these stages. So going back to our Google Merchant Center, in this block Ads Campaigns, you need to find this blue button which called New Campaign. Push this button, press this button. So in this little window, you need to fill all these gaps. Firstly, you need to select specific fees. You can leave all products in your PMAX campaigns, or you can select by label. Like as you see, I have different countries, and so I can choose some types of countries, variations, or something like that. I will leave all fees because I'll change it on the next step. I can change it on the next stages. Next, you need to select your Google Ads account. If you don't know your Google Ads ID, you can go to your Google Ads and find it on the upper right corner near your email. Next, you need to set up your daily budget. You can leave any amount of money in this block because we can change it on the next stages, or I explain you how to calculate this daily budget. I will leave $30. Next, you need to choose your campaign name. You can rename it or leave this name. I will leave this name. Create. Next, we're gonna back to our Google Ads, refresh our page, and as you see, I have several PMAX campaigns, so I will use my search bar to find my new PMAX campaign. That's it. Open these campaigns, and next, we're gonna change some part of settings of this PMAX campaign. It's a very important stage. Firstly, we're gonna start from our goals. If you wanted to get more sales through the checkout process on your site, you need to choose purchases. If you want more leads, like more calls, like some lead forms or messages or emails from your customers, you need to choose another type of goals. I will leave purchases because I want more sales from my store. Next, we're gonna change our target locations, because always if you're trying to create PMAX campaigns from your Merchant Center, you always set up all locations and territories is not correct. You need to set up locations where your customers and where you want to get the sales. And you must remember one important rule: one PMAX, one country. It's always working for different online stores and types of selling products. So I will set up like the USA, United States, save. Next, languages. I recommend you to leave languages that your customer speaks. For example, if you start and if you want to launch PMX campaigns in Norway, you can also set up like Norwegian and English languages. But if you don't have any Norwegian language on your site, it's better to leave only English language. If you started in United States and if you wanna get sales from United States, it's better to select all languages or English, just English. So this block depends on countries and on languages that your customer speaks, and also it depends on languages on your site. So I leave on all languages because it's United States. Next, final URL expansion. It's a very strange settings, but I recommend you leave only send traffic to the URLs you've provided, because it will use your URLs from your Google Merchant Center feed to generate keywords traffic to your site. If you set up like send traffic to the most relevant URLs on your site, it will use for generating traffic, it will use blogs, pages like shipping policy, return policy, a privacy policy, some product categories, and it will create non-relevant ads to your customers. You can use these settings if you're gonna exclude some pages like return policy, shipping policy, privacy policy, some blogs post or something like that. But during first 3 or 4 weeks, I highly recommend you to set up only these settings, like only send traffic to the URLs you provided. Save. Next, the most important part of our settings is budget and bidding. We're going to start from our daily budget. How to calculate this daily budget? If you're starting from scratch, you can use 2 ways to calculate this daily budget. For example, you can start from average daily budgets for different online stores, like $30, $50 or $80. It depends on average price ranges of your products that you're gonna launch in these PMX campaigns. For example, if your average price like $30, it's better to set up like $20 or $30. Your daily budget. If your average price like $200, it's better to start from $80 or even $100 daily budget. The second way, you can use my formula, but it's most effective to accounts that have already some conversion statistics. You need to need to use my formula, like you need to calculate your cost per transaction. For example, it's about, for example, $30 or $50, and multiplied by 1.2 or even 2, and it will be your pretty nice daily budget if you have already some conversion statistics in your account, like $60. I'll start in my account from $30 because I know what is better for this account. Don't be afraid, increase this budget after 7-10 days. If you don't have any clicks or even the small amount of impressions, don't be afraid to increase this daily budget, but it's better to start from the smaller budget. Next, bidding strategy. Always, if we created any new PMX campaigns, Google always recommend us to leave this strategy, which called maximize conversion value. It's pretty nice strategy if you're starting from the small budget, or you don't have any if you don't have any sales, or you're starting from the scratch and you have new Google Ads account. So you can leave this strategy, like maximize conversion value, but I highly recommend you to set up this ROAS, like 20% or 50%, or even you can use the average amount of target ROAS, like 150%. Why it's important? Because it improves your learning period of your PMX campaigns, and you will get much better result than you will start your PMX without this target ROAS. So, or you can use my formula to calculate this target ROAS. It depends on your average margin of this product that you are going to launch in these PMX campaigns. For example, my average margin is about 40%. For example, I need one divided by my average margin 0.4, and it one divided 0.4, and it's equal 2.5. That would be my break-even ROAS. But if I want to earn more money and I have some conversion statistics in my account, I can increase this my target break-even ROAS by 30%. Or if I started from scratch, it's better to decrease this 2.5 by 30%. For example, 2.5 multiplied by 1.3, 30% minus 1.5, it equals 1.75. If I multiply by 100, it equals 175%. It would be pretty nice target ROAS for these settings, for this to fill these gaps. And if you wouldn't get any impressions or any clicks during first 5 or 7 days, it's much better to increase this daily budget. For example, to $60 or $80, for example. But after this period, like 5 or 7 days, or you can start in from 50%. Is pretty nice strategy to start for your PMX campaigns, and it will work for you. Next, so that's all. Remember that our PMX campaigns without any objects, assets, and without any audience signals. It's better to add a signal after 7 or 10 days. You're gonna check your insights and search terms report. If you're gonna see some relevant search terms, you don't need to add some audience signals. If you had non-relevant search terms, it's better to add these audience signals. Or you can add your audience signals if you get non-profitable PMX campaigns during first 2 weeks. It's pretty enough to set up any changes to any additional settings to your PMX campaign. So that's all. That's most easiest and fastest way how to create this PMX campaign. So if this video was helpful or you have any questions about it, leave this in the comment section below, and see you in the next video.